Well, good evening, everybody. Wonderful to see you all, and wonderful to see so many of you join us on the call a few minutes before we get started. It's always nice to have a chat. So we are, as you know, Mick and Jenny Daly. We are National Marketing Directors in your support line, living in these beautiful mountains of Colorado, where I tell you, the weather is absolutely fantastic. It makes me wonder why we're planning to head off to Europe next week for a few weeks. But hopefully the sun will follow us there. So some of you are new this evening, so let me just tell you that Mick and I have been with this wonderful company for about, 28 years now, I think, slightly preceding the introduction of Juice Plus, but of course we've taken Juice Plus every single day for more than 25 years now. And as you can see, we're not youngsters anymore, but we are very fit, very healthy, take no medication whatsoever, and we give Juice Plus a lot of the credit for that. It's been a wonderful business. This is all we do. It's all we do business-wise. We do a lot of other things because of the freedom that the business has given us, but it really has provided our full-time income for 20-something years now, 25 years or more, and a very substantial income too. And one of our goals, the thing that keeps us going these days, is to help other people follow in our footsteps. We've promoted a number of national marketing directors on our team, and we are planning to promote a whole lot more in the near future. So having said that, I'm going to hand over to my husband, who is going to update you on our Team Eagles contest. If you're not familiar with this, don't worry about it. You can go to our Team Eagles of Facebook group and take a look at it. But basically, we award points every month for reps who are doing certain productive activities in the business, that is sponsoring, signing up customers, sponsoring reps, promotions, and so on. And then there are monetary prizes to be awarded to those on the leaderboard. So Mick, over to you.
And for those who haven't been to this page on our website, these were the lucky winners of the $100 cash giveaways at the last conference in Phoenix. And we love seeing those happy faces. It's awesome. So here we are. Just a quick recap. We run this contest monthly between conferences, so April through September. And our April Eagle of the Month was the wonderful couple from down there in Texas, Constanza and Ray Fischel. And you'll notice that they received a $50 cash award, but as long as they are in Tampa for the conference in October, they will get another $100, as will Nikki Golly, who was our May Eagle of the Month. And so far this month, the contest is really heating up. As you can well see, Tara Harris, Team Harris, is rocking again. I mean, this was amazing the previous month, but Team Harris is leading the way, and Melinda Krenwalge is now also in the bonus money. Anyone who accumulates 500 or more points in the month, whether they end up at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the month or not, will get a $50 cash bonus. And so Melinda's already there, Cheryl Lawrence is pushing for it, and I'm sure a number of others of you will achieve that. And in fact, last month, 8 out of the 10 of the leaderboard all received $50 cash. Cost us some money, Jenny, but it's well worth it.
We're very happy.
So there's the contest. We have just 1 week to go. So let's see, July 1st is next Sunday. Qualifiers Day will be Monday. So this contest will end 5 p.m. Central Time on Monday, July the 2nd, just before we leave for Europe. More of that in a moment. So tonight we're going to be talking more again about the 90-day game plan. And just to highlight this, most of you should recognize this because most of you should be in our team Facebook group, recognizable by this graphic promoting the October conference in Tampa, Florida. It's going to be so exciting. But just a few minutes ago, I posted a new file in that group, which provides an overview of the 90-day game plan, which looks like this. Lots of great information. I'm hoping this is the right one. It looks like it's the right one. You probably can't see that because I was in a different window, but that's fine. So let's jump over now to the official 90-day game plan Facebook group. Many of you in Team Eagles are in this group, mostly as a hangover from when we did the first 90-day game plan back the first 3 months of 2018. If you're not in there and want to get in there, you can. It's optional. You can still take advantage of the 90-day game plan without being in that group. But let me just quickly play this video for you because it is a short and tuneful introduction to the game. So that's the official 90-day game plan Facebook group. Our plan, my plan, is to do pretty much the same that I did back at the beginning of this year. So ahead of the Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday lunchtime Zoom events that are the core of the 90-day game plan, I will post a link in here to that Zoom event. The event will be live and it will not be recorded, although at the end of the 90 days, if the admin, if the organizers of the program do the same as last time, then most of those will be provided recorded after the event. But during the 90 days, to take advantage of it, you'll need to be on the live Zoom event. There's much more to it. Sunday nights there will be a coaching live video. On a Thursday as well, there will be one of the newer reps in the Wages Plus world who has taken great advantage of the 90-day game plan, explaining what it's doing for their business as an inspiration and motivation for all of us. But let's now move away from the specifics of the 90-day game plan, and I want to show you this. So I posted a link to this. This is Richard Bliss Brooks' outstanding training, which is full of such profound wisdom, but also such simplicity that I can't recommend it strongly enough. He calls it his secret formula for success. Many of us are big fans of Eric Worre and his book GoPro, his system GoPro. And I am so impressed with what Richard Brooks has done here that I think Eric Worre must be really frustrated that he didn't do this training himself. It is that good. His secret success formula looks like this. And he stresses that if a person was to do this every day for 90 days, invite one person each day, every day, 7 days a week for 90 days. Just invite. You go watch the video because he does a beautiful job of showing how to take all the pressure off, because you win when you invite. Whether the person says yes or no, says go away, says yes please, doesn't matter what they say, but you win every time you make an invitation. 7 invitations in a week will result in what he calls 2 presentations a week. By presentation, don't panic. He's not talking about sitting down with someone and giving them a presentation. By presentation, think Zoom event. Think 90-day game plan Zoom event. Yes, there will only be 4 of these a week, but don't worry about that. I'll come back to that in a moment. So one invitation a day for 7 days will result in 2 yeses, 2 people who actually watch the 90-day game plan Zoom event. 2 of those times 4 a month will result in 3 business builders a month. You will get some customers as well as business builders, but you, by his formula and from our experience, if you do this consistently, you will get 3 people join your team, not as wholesale buyers, not to save money on Juice Plus, but because they love the stories they heard on those Zoom events. And they say, wow, I can do this and I will do this. So three business builders a month. Don't worry about the rest of the formula. You have to watch the video to, excuse me, have to watch the whole video to understand what Richard is talking about here. But when you focus on that $10,000 a month, that is the income earned by the average 39 Club member in Juice Plus. Jenny and I have been 39 Club members since roughly 1998, if my memory serves. And so this formula works. It took us 8 years to get there. Richard says 2 + 2 years will get you to the equivalent of the 39 Club, and it's true. I believe it. Moving on from that, here's another video that I posted a link to in our team Facebook group. And if you watch Richard's video, the previous one, and you watch Brian Marsh's training, you cannot fail to make the connection between what both of them are saying from a completely different perspective. Richard Brooke is a network marketing guru. Brian Marsh is anything but. If you listen to the first 25 minutes of his training, you'll hear his full story. Very successful, traditional business owner who loved the concept of franchises. But Richard Brooke provides a beautiful background. Brian Marsh brings it focused into the Juice Plus business. And the thing that I want you to get is this, that Brian and his sponsor, Adam Westwick, have revolutionized the Juice Plus virtual franchise in Australia and now in the USA and Europe, creating more national marketing directors faster and propelling people like Brian to the 100 Club, 3 times what Jenny and I took 8 years to do in just over 1 year. And he gives the formula, his formula for why this works. So let me play a little bit of this video just as a taster. This is the point at which he draws the funnel and he explains why.
I was buying a franchise. The reason why I was always attracted to a franchise is because there's systems in place. Someone has gone before you. They've created success. They've documented the success, and we learn from their success. That doesn't happen outside of the franchise model. You can hire a business coach. They've got no skin in the game, okay? If it works or it doesn't work, they're still getting paid their hourly rate, their fee. But in our business, okay, the franchise model, they only get paid if it works. So obviously they're teaching you what works, okay? It was a franchise model that I was attracted to. And the part is around our system. Our system includes everything I've just spoken about, but our system, I love drawing funnels, okay? And to me, this is how our system works. Let me make sure that you can see it. To me, this is our funnel, and this is our system, okay? At the top, our job is to create curiosity. We have traffic. Could be online traffic, could be people that you're speaking to, okay? But my job at the top of this funnel is to create curiosity, and we do it through our first 2 high-paying activities. We do it through posting, and We do it through conversations.
Yes.
That's the first step of the funnel. This is where all the opportunity is. My goal is to create curiosity and decrease resistance. I don't have Juice Plus on, we don't teach people to have Juice Plus on our Facebook page.
Call when this is done,
okay? Why wouldn't we do that? Does that increase curiosity or decrease curiosity?
It'd be 9:30.
If I have Juice Plus on my Facebook page, it's actually increased resistance because.
Bye.
Okay, I'm hearing somebody talking, so somebody's not muted, and I'm struggling to see who that might be. Is it Sherry?
Sherry. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to figure out how to mute her. I can't bring up my participants anymore. Oh, there we go. So before we go any further, let me mute Sherry. Sorry, Sherry. Okay, can you still see the screen share?
Yes.
Good, okay.
What happens is people go and Google it. This is a relationship business. They go and Google it. They end up on some website that's telling lies about our amazing product, and we've just lost them as an opportunity. Okay? My goal here is to be the trailer, not the movie. We all watch movies, right? Be the trailer, be the first 30 seconds, be a 30-second snippet of what we do. Create curiosity. Always have people asking more questions, wanting to know more. Because when they ask questions, I've got permission to share with them. Okay? We want them asking questions. We want them create. We want to increase curiosity and decrease resistance. Okay? Once people have questions as what we're doing, we send them. What we do in our business is we send them a recorded event. So what Adam's going to do next week is what we record in our teams. We have hundreds of them. And we use that there to explain the product and the business. Okay, so some of it'll be a business opportunity event that talks for 10 minutes about the product and then talks about some objections and then talks about how we get paid in this business and how you run this business. It answers a lot of the questions. So we have an event. That's the second part of the funnel. Okay, we send them an event. We send them a movie. Okay, remember we're the trailer, not this is the movie. We never explain to people what we do. We can't. Okay, we can't explain to people about what we do. The power in the event, and you'll see it with Adam, is that facts tell, stories sell. The image around that is if you've sent the event and it's been a day or two later, is that you go back to and say, Mitra, I'm so sorry. We've been so busy in our new business. We just haven't had a chance to get back in contact with you. Is now a good time to talk, or is this evening better? I'm not asking them to talk. I'm not asking them if they want to chat. I'm giving them two options. It's not a yes or no question, okay? It's a, hey, are we talking now or are we talking later, to answer any questions about what you...
Okay, so let me stop that there. That was just a taster, if you like. Now, what did we hear? We heard Adam explain that everything we do is designed to invite people, they don't know it, but invite people to enter into our funnel. And the goal of getting them into the funnel is to get them to an event. Brian and his team send people links to a recorded Zoom event, Zoom webinar. Our 90-day game plan Zooms on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, and Thursday lunchtime will be live. There's some added magic dust about a live event. If you've been in one, then you'll know, and it's just different. Now, is there room to send people to a recorded event? Absolutely there is. This is our Team Eagles website. These top two sections are lots of recorded videos, which the first one is Healthy Living Revolution. The second one is What is Juice Plus? This is What is Juice Plus. There are lots of recorded videos in there that will explain pretty much everything anyone needs to understand in order to make an educated decision about Juice Plus. And then the Freedom Revolution website, thefreedomrevolution.com, does the same for someone open to learning more about the business. And by the way, this would be a great place to send someone or to take someone, especially if you're with them in person, to learn more if they have attended one of the live 90-day game plan Zoom events. So let me stop that right there and summarize. This is a greatly upgraded 90-day game plan program. Those of you who remember it from early this year, once we get it started, once we watch the live Sunday night coaching, training video that will help us to plan and get ready for and take full advantage of those live Zooms coming up the rest of the week, you'll see one example of how it's been upgraded. 90 days is a special period of time for anyone wanting to be serious, wanting to achieve accelerated results in this business. Richard Brooke gives you some fantastic inspiration, motivation, and mental tricks, if you like. Those of you who have watched it, I've seen a few people comment on it, and he is really something else. He's funny too, which helps. And then Brian Marsh really sets the context for these live and recorded Zoom events, explaining how they are essential to the success that the Australians have had over this last, really, it's only a matter of 2 to 3 years. So, who's excited about 90-day game plan? Unmute and tell me why.
I will.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, Nicole.
Nick? Okay, sorry. I am about to go into session with Steve Shapiro, so that's why I've been muted. But
give him our best.
Yes, I will. I'm super stoked about the 90-day game plan. I'll be honest, I did not participate last time. I was a part of a group, but I was just overwhelmed and could not participate. But I'm super excited this time around. Brian Marsh's training was outstanding, and I haven't even finished it yet. But I'm really excited about it. The funnel is amazing. I did not get a chance to watch the video you posted, but I plan to. And I've already got the 90-day game plan Zooms in my calendar. I want to get the coaching calls in my calendar and stuff like that. But I'm super excited. I think it's going to be doing big things for our team. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Nicole.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Give my best.
Hi, Mick. This is Cherie. How are you?
Cherie.
I am super stoked about the 90-day. I did watch the last ones, and it fired me up. And I'm fired up right now, and I plan on hitting that $10,000 a month in no time at all. I mean, I'm going to Philadelphia conference. I'm telling you, anybody that listens to these just can't fail. They can't fail. It's just so exciting. And Brian Marsh, I related to him so much. I mean, I just couldn't believe how much I related to him. It was awesome. He's got me pretty fired up.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. And I love it that he is a man's man too, Cherie.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Chad Harris, have you watched Brian Marsh yet?
Yes, I watched that video, and actually those 2 videos you posted, Mick, I watched about 45 days ago. So I was glad to see you had those on there. And that's actually one of the things that Tara and I talked about. We watched that, get one person every day for 90 days and tell them about this business. And we shared that with Allie and a few others, and they've been doing that, and it's successful.
So one of the keys for me, Chad, is that Richard said, okay, who do you talk to? One a day for 90 days. And he said, if I say to you, okay, who are you going to talk to if you're paid $500 for every invitation you make? And he said, most people say everyone. And he said, no, anyone. There's a big difference between talking to everyone and talking to anyone. And I go, wow, I've never heard that, but it's so true.
It is.
It takes all the pressure off. You're not talking to everyone, but you are willing to talk to anyone. But who decides who you talk to? You do. I do. Nobody else. Well, maybe they do.
Well, and you look at it, who needs this product? If it's done what it's done for everybody that's done that for, who needs it? Anyone.
Yeah. But also, who needs the business?
Correct. Who needs the income? Anyone.
I have a little bit about the last 90 day. It was absolutely amazing. I think most of all is myself as a rep. I literally invited people. That is it. And my business took off. And it's amazing that you don't have to rely on you to do this perfect Zoom and say the right things. And all you have to do is invite someone on the call. And I had and this is no joke, every single person I invited on the Zoom calls either became a customer and a rep or just a customer, except for one person. Now those odds are amazing. So it doesn't matter who. I invited people at the bank that I see, when I go through the teller line. I invited friends, obviously in my class, close friends, but anyone I saw, I invited, hey, I don't know if this is for you, but if I send you some information, would you watch this? And they always said yes.
She just said it. Anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, nobody can say no to Tara.
Yeah, there's a few.
They can say no to Chad. They can't say no to Tara.
You got that right, man.
But honestly, Tara, the thing that you just said there is crucial, because I know a lot of people will feel a certain reluctance to invite someone who knows nothing about anything onto a Zoom where they're going to hear typically 3 product stories. They're going to hear a little bit more about Juice Plus, the product, and a little bit more about the company. And then they're going to hear 2 or 3 or 4 business stories. And the fact that those people you invited came on and heard business stories, it didn't in any way detract from their understanding the product and wanting to be a customer.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And it takes so much pressure off of us as a rep that it's so silly not to invite people. I mean, I don't get it why people don't just do it. It's not a difficult thing. Just do it. So anyway, people just need to invite. And there's so many people what's her name? Lauren. Yes. She said the what if, what if she wouldn't have talked to so-and-so? And I think about that all the time. And I'm like, there's so many people in our lives that have either lost kids or have died too young or, or feel, what are we not talking about? We have a relation, and this is a great way to do it.
And the same applies to the money side of it.
Yes.
That we don't know how well or how badly family, friends, and neighbors are doing financially. We just don't know.
Yes.
People hide it well.
Yes.
And so this to me is the beauty of having an event where someone can hear about the product, hear about the business, and then very often, in fact, Jenny and I will remember so well how when we first started having doctors speaking at big live events, not necessarily big, but live events 20 plus years ago in hotels. And we would invite people to come along and hear this doctor. And at the end of the presentation, there hadn't been a single word said about the business. But I would say probably 1 out of 3 guests that we had come to hear this doctor talk about health, nutrition, and the role of Juice Plus, 1 out of 3 people would turn to us and say, okay, tell me about your business. And we were floored when this happened. But this is the same thing. Don't feel uncomfortable about inviting someone who you think will only be interested in the product to a Zoom where they will hear business stories, because it will not turn them off, and it will encourage them at some point down the road, if not immediately, to come back to you and say, okay, tell me more about that business that you were doing. Okay, anybody else got a comment or a question?
So I have, I've only been in it about a month, and I hit the HLP within 15 days, and now I'm working on my VF, and I'm like 3 families away and 533 points away from it, and I still have another 2.5 weeks 3 weeks before I hit my 60 days. So I'm really excited because I have I had a school purchase a tower garden here for a daycare, and then I have a possible meeting with another school district in the area for tower gardens, and then I have a wine and wellness event coming up on Friday. So and I have another tower garden presentation on Thursday with my company that I work for. So I am definitely inviting, and I'm putting it all over my intranet at work that I can. And I've sent out invitations to my entire department for this Friday's event. So I definitely get the whole invite. And I'm really excited to do the 90 days, see what more I can do, and just see where I can go from there, because it's just having fun for me right now. So,
Kat, we're so proud of you. That's fantastic. You're doing great. And we're going to have you on to share more in the near future, share more about what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, as encouragement to brand new people, because you are proving that it's not what you know, it's how you feel about what you're doing that makes the big difference.
And I have a great team ahead of me. I have Brianna and Melinda who have helped me every step of the way. And if I didn't catch it, they did, and they'd be like, oh, let's go do this. And so it's been a lot of support having them. And Susan and I are like buddies. So we're like right next to each other about competing. And we started about the same time. So we're just trying to rock what we can.
Susan Renee is on. Yeah. That's awesome. Well done. Okay. Any last comment or question before we close it out? I will tell you that one of the things that Richard talks about in that video is people always say, who do I talk to? What do I say? Well, now you talk to anyone, but the question is, what do you say? And so I've got a document which is only an example with some tips as to how to invite. And I will post that in our Facebook group. But I would encourage you folks who feel as though you've got a really good process and a really good method for inviting people, because it's the invitation that pays you. Forget about results. If you invite enough people, you will see results. And so feeling comfortable about inviting someone to do, doesn't matter what, to do what. Invite them to a coffee, invite them to a live event, invite them to a Zoom, invite them to watch a recorded video, invite them. It's the invitation that generates the results. And so share with us in this coming week in our Facebook group what invitation is working for you. Because when I post that document, which has 2 or 3 examples, I know what some of you are going to say. I can't say that. Well, of course not. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to come up with your own invitation. These are just some examples. So do us all a favor and share what's working for you in the coming week. And in 7 days' time, we'll be kicking off a 90-day game plan that is and will be, for some of you, a game changer. Yes, it will. Jenny.
Absolutely. Well, if that hasn't got you excited, I don't know what will. So thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We will be back here at the same time, same place next Monday evening. Mick and I...
sorry, not the same time.
No?
Next Monday is the first Monday of the 90-day game plan.
Of course.
So when are we meeting?
You tell us.
Half an hour earlier. So it's going to be, and our East Coast friends are going to love this, it's going to be 8:30 Eastern, and our West Coast friends, not so much, 5:30 Pacific.
And for those of us in between, 6:30.
6:30 and 7:30.
Yes, okay.
So that you can be on that Zoom that will happen 30 minutes later after our team Zoom on Monday night. You can be on that and you can have your guest on it, and so that, sorry to go on like this, but so that you can talk to that guest who you had on the Zoom within a matter of minutes after the end of the Zoom, because that follow-up is going to be crucial.
Absolutely. Great. And of course, we will be sending out reminders about that in the coming week. So we look forward to seeing you all again then. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Let's just go out there and do it.
God bless everybody. Have a great week.